Power on! You are looking at the aftermarket Lightailing kit for the Lego Porsche 911 RSR. And that battery box is critical. We're going to get into that. Here you can see the working engine and everything else. I'm in a pitch black room. The only lighting is being provided by this lighting kit. It's pretty cool. So I'll give you a review of the kit and we'll dive into this right away. If you haven't seen the build video, there'll be a link to that at the end of this video if you want to see me build it. So this all the instructions are just kind of photos of the car. And it's okay, but I have some misgivings about it. It's, for the most part, it's okay. But it's a little confusing. You got to untangle all that, and then I labeled where each strand was supposed to go. I think that is really important because they don't do that, and you could easily have a strand going to the wrong place. And these are very delicate, thin wires, very powerful, but you got to be careful. Now, yes, we're going ridiculously fast because this took me about an hour to do this, but it probably took me about a half hour or so to really wrap my head around what I wanted to do. And some might say that you should have done this while you were building the car. It's not necessarily that easy because of how you build this car. So I don't regret doing it this way. I also did it this way so that if you have the car built already, you can see how this works. So here I am, I'm putting the battery box. That's the critical thing. They never tell you where to put the battery box, which is basically where the front passenger seat would be if there was one. It's a perfect fit. And so then you can, otherwise you got this box sitting outside of the car and it's just dumb. So it's really cool. I had some trouble with the rear end. Honestly, guys, if they would have given me even like 7 or 8 millimeters more wire or like a 1/4 inch, man, that would have made the difference. I had just enough. Now the downside, the black wires stick up a little bit from going from light to light, but they're so hard to see and it's mostly against black that it works. You can get creative and tuck in a few places. Here I'm readjusting how I've got the battery box plugged in, just to make it a little more discreet. I didn't have to use any twist ties or cable ties to hide the cables. There's a couple of little Lego clips that they've got on there, and it works pretty good. There's only one interior light, and man, is it ever bright. And then there's about a dozen lights at the front end, like 4 headlights on each side. And then there's about, gosh, I forget now, 6, 10, maybe 10 lights in the back. It's pretty cool though. So again, pitch black room. And here's a closer look at that battery box again, critical component. So please like, please subscribe, check out the original video and download Real Racing 3.